Hi yogis, it's Jen again, the travelling yogi, coming to you from Palm Forest in Palalen in Goa. And today I wanted to share with you my own hip opening sequence that has really been helping me to open up my psoas, the front part of the hip. Now, rather than just kind of isolating the psoas, what I'm finding is helping is working all parts of the hips and then focusing on the psoas, and that just helps to release all of the ligaments, tendons and muscles around that area to allow me to go a little bit deeper. And now psoas release isn't only going to help in hip comfort, it's also going to really assist you in getting deeper into back bends. So that's what I want to share with you today. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, we're going to start with a nice warm up that's going to mobilise the hips and the hamstrings before we get into our deeper stretches. So you'll be glad to know that we're going to start lying down. Yay! So coming onto your back, start with a nice full body stretch, all the way from fingers to toes. And then drawing the right knee into the chest and start to mobilise around the hip. Now I'm going to run through this quite quickly, just because I don't want this film to be like 10 hours long, but you guys will want to spend about 10-15 minutes doing this warm-up. Once you've mobilised, draw the knee straight into the chest, kick out of your opposite leg, the straight leg, and then just use the bicep muscles to draw the leg in. Lots of energy through that straight legs, and you're going to feel that in the psoas, the front of the hip. If you want more, bring the knee out to the side and come into the armpit, nice and deep. From here, bring in the right hand onto the knee and then just come and bring the leg across. Back to the centre, hold on to the sole of the foot. Recline pigeon pose. Apologies guys, at this point I decided that I was going to not speak on the video because I thought the audio quality would be crap, but it's not. So yeah, I'm going to voice over the rest of it. So, half happy baby pose. So drawing the knee down towards the armpit, use the strength of your bicep to pull down. And then from here, a little bit more mobilisation. Remember, you're spending a lot more time doing this than I am right now. And then just a regular hamstring stretch, holding onto the back of the leg, flexing both feet. And from here, if you can, you're going to hold on to the big toe, draw in a little bit closer, take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring the leg out to the side. Now use that opposite hand to glue down the hip. We're not trying to roll over to the side, and we're not bringing the leg out to the side. We're bringing it on a 45-degree angle up towards the armpit. Now if you're very flexible, hold on to the outside edge of the foot and then start to bring the shin towards the face. You can brace with the underneath arm. This is quite deep, but feels super nice for those of you who are flexy. And that's your first side done. A little bit more mobilisation. You're going to repeat that whole thing on the second side. I'll write down on the side of the screen what the sequence is. So moving on to regular lizard pose, you can bring the bolster in front of you to put the elbows onto. Try to keep your front knee parallel so you're not winging out towards the side. That's really important because it's trying to stretch the psoas here on that right leg. And then from here, if you want a little bit more, just come up and bring your hands just in the fleshy part above the knee. As you push your hands forward, start to lift the heart centre up, you're going to get more traction for a psoas stretch. Secondly, transition into pigeon pose. Cuddle the bolster, it makes things a lot more relaxing and easy. Try to square your right hip down a bit. I'm pretty tight in this position, so you can see my hips lifted a fraction. Do your best to get your hips parallel towards the floor if you can. From here, transition back into downward facing dog, walk out your feet. And then from here, coming into everyone's favourite pose, double pigeon or variation thereof. You can come into this kind of like cross-legged, easier variation of pigeon where the shins are crossed, the feet are flexed and start to come forwards out a hip stretch. For those of you who know double pigeon, the bottom foot comes parallel to the mat and the top leg lies completely on top. In yin, this is called fire log, and you can see why. You want to stack the two shins, lower legs on top of each other. Feeling brave, fold forwards, and then, yeah, internally grin. This is a tough one. Stay as long as you can. Oh yeah, and then coming up, bring your feet down onto the mat and just kind of tick-tock your legs from side to side to release all of that work on the outer hips. So everyone's favourite, legs up the wall pose into straddle. This one's lovely. Start to nudge your legs down the wall, bring your arms up and over the head to stretch out the shoulders and relax. Don't come into your full depth straight away. You're going to be here for a good 4 to 5 minutes, as with all of these yin style stretches. And then from here, we're going to come into like a regular box split. Now this is pretty challenging. Either onto your hands or like I am on your elbows if you're a bit more flexible. Please press down through your elbows so you're not coming too far. Eventually you can thread your arms underneath you and come onto the shoulders and start to split the legs. Please don't come too far in this, it's quite a lot for the adductors, so feel it out, stay for 1 or 2 minutes, not that long, and then heel toe your feet back in, potentially transferring back into Upavista Konasana. Shunt yourself forwards, get on your sits bones. I like to have a little rock forwards and backwards to get onto my sits bones, pulling my top up as well to make sure that I'm not flashing you guys. Pulling forwards and backwards a little bit before you eventually come down into your straddle forward fold, eventually into pancake where your belly and your chest and your third eye are down on the ground. Up to 4 minutes if you're feeling like a rock star. And then from here, King Arthur pose, a lot of people call this one, very intense stretch for the psoas. Shin against the wall, the pad is there just for the knee to protect that. Move your calf muscle out of the way and start to shimmy in your other leg. You eventually want to bring your bum against the wall and your back against the wall and then press your hips gently forward. You can provide a bit of traction by pushing through that right foot with the heel to bring the hips further towards the wall. So for the next one we're going to take like a standing splits against the wall. So you want to come as close to the wall as you can and start to press your heel against the wall. Now bring your groin towards the wall and start to press back through your hands. So it's kind of providing traction to get into your standing splits. And I've not said already, but if you're not used to practicing yin or very strong stretching, please don't feel you need to stay for 5 minutes. A couple of minutes to start with and start to build yourself up. From here you're going to come into a supported hanumanasana with your bum against the wall. Just hop back a little bit and then use your upper arms to press your knees outwards towards the side to provide a little bit of traction. Nice little birthing position situation.
So that's it guys, I really hope you enjoyed the sequence. Please let me know if you have any ideas for future videos. I like to do kind of 20 to 30 minute flows, that's one section of my YouTube, and then also some tutorials and sequences, and that's the other section of the YouTube. So if you want to request anything, please leave a comment down below, and also don't forget to subscribe here, and then also click the bell icon and that will notify you when a new video is uploaded. And I try to post once a week when I'm not on retreats. Thanks so much, namaste.